Right, ebusuan mo bibia kwa ba fambre 2K ni sem blogs on YouTube so say ebusuan for ya ba as usual ensem ahodo a ekoso Ghana say no ana e de beso mehwefo ene atiefo nya na ebusuan no kase ne e ade se info bi aba betodwa info bi a drop ya ebusuan ye nkwa ye ntimi entena ensem ne so na no den so na me pesem kase betente e beko ya kwa akwaje ensem ni nyina enchire mu dia ba ya ba aba betena se ne di ensem no ho enkomo se da bebiesi no mesa sansa na se wonya subscribe ya no subscribe ya na bibia so etimi I fine midin e de kwam gentle.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker, for the opportunity to contribute to the statement made by Honourable Doyo and to commend her for such a statement, and also to remind us that we did come out with a gender equity law, which was the Affirmative Action Act last year. And this is supposed to make sure that we have 50% women representation in various ministries, departments, and agencies. But in addition to that, on the continental level, the African Union has just adopted the Convention on Combating Violence Against Women and Girls. Mr. Speaker, this provides for a comprehensive legal framework that seeks to prevent, eliminate, and effectively address all forms of violence against women and girls in Africa. It also seeks to address the persistent barriers to women's participation in peacekeeping and peace-building operations. Mr. Speaker, I believe that as a show of Ghana's commitment towards realizing the equality and equity of women in our society, we must, as a matter of urgency, ratify this convention and domesticate it in order to make sure that we are not just paying lip service to the idea of women having a fair share of leadership and decision-making in this country, and to make sure that when women do present themselves in positions of authority and when they present themselves to serve in public office, are not subjected to undue abuse, whether it's online, whether it's verbal or physical. Mr. Speaker, if we do truly aim to make sure that we have better representation in this House, it must start outside of this House. And the only way to do that is to make sure that we are ratifying and domesticating this convention and also making sure we're implementing the Affirmative Action Act. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Yes, let me turn to...
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to support my colleague who made a statement on the International Women's Day. I think for our nation, Ghana, we have done a lot, but there's more to be done. Thankfully, we have been able to pass our affirmative action bill, and this was under the NPP government. It had been on the shelves for about 20 good years. But I'm happy that during the time of President Akufo-Addo, we passed it and then he also assented to it. We have done a lot for our women, like I said. For now, we have the first woman vice president. We've also had chief justices who are women. I think what is missing is a finance minister who is a woman. And I know that very soon, Ghana will be having a finance minister who is a woman. Mr. Speaker, women do a lot. We hold the economy in the home. We do a lot for our nation. All we are asking for is recognition. All we are asking for, Mr. Speaker, is recognition, because we do a lot. We are not asking for handouts. We are not asking for special privileges, but we are asking that you recognize the role we play. Because if you look at our population, the population of the world, women occupy more than 50% of the population. Yet when it comes to issues concerning women, you have more of the men, being those who, for one reason or the other, are being asked to speak on issues concerning women. Mr. Speaker, all we are asking for is not about being at par with you, but it's about recognizing our role and we complementing ourselves and making sure that at the end of the day, this world is a better place for all of us to live. We are the peacemakers, and we can make the difference as well. In every home, it is the woman who brings about peace in every role, be it at work, be it in the home, wherever we may find ourselves. So, Mr. Speaker, on this special day, we are asking, not for any handouts, but we are asking that you recognize the important role we as women play in the home, in the society, at the workplace, and the world at large. So on this note, I'd like to wish all women a happy International Women's Day, especially the hard-working women in Etiwa East constituency. I'm sure that they all are praying very hard for me, that being the first woman in the role of the chairperson of Public Accounts Committee, that I will deliver and make sure I make the women proud as well as make the nation proud. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity.
Thank you very much. Honorable Lady, have about almost 30 women, and my instruction is to allow each one of you to speak. So please, I am going to ensure that you don't speak more than 5 minutes. You see, Honorable Ladi will obviously speak. Today is your day. If you are going to add 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, you know it's going to take a lot of time. Please bear with me. Yes.
Speaker, I'm aware that the government statistician is here to brief us, so we need to agree on the number of contributors.
Honorable Leader,
Mr. Speaker,
the instructions
be at large.
Honorable Leader, I've taken it on board that I'm allowing every lady to speak. So
Speaker,
that is why
I'm guided. Speaker, yes. I'm guided.
So I've given a way to the government statistician to at least enjoy our ladies a bit before we invite him. So he's aware of today as Women's Day. So, Honorable, 5 minutes, please, and indulge with me. I know, but I want us to understand this. Because of the numbers, please indulge me in 5 minutes for each lady. I think it will be enough. So I can also have time for the government statistician. Other than that, some of the ladies will not get opportunity to speak, and that will also not be fine. So 5 minutes, that's the way I'm going. Yes, Minister for Fisheries.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity. I stand here also supporting the message that our leader, Honorable Comfordoyo, just gave on this day that we are marking women across the world. As the theme goes, we are talking about equity when it comes to issues relating to both men and women. I am happy that I was made a woman. I do not ever wish that I were a man because of the responsibilities that our society places on men that sometimes are very difficult for them to bear, but they stoically go along with those responsibilities. Mr. Speaker, women hold the world together. Women in Ghana hold our economies together. Women in Ghana hold our societies together. When you take agriculture, 80% of food crop farmers are women. They make us eat. They make us move. They make us be able to serve our countries. Mr. Speaker, when it comes to the sector that I work in, the fishery sector, most of the people who make us able to eat fish are women, the fish processors. On this occasion, I doff my hat out to all women of this country, for my forebears, the women who fought ahead of us, my colleagues who are still in the jungles fighting, and the young ones that are looking up to us. I wish and pray that we will all rise together, and together we will make our motherland great and strong. God bless us all women in this country. I thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Let me, yes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity to contribute to the statement made by Madam Comfort Doyo, our leader from the majority side. Mr. Speaker, as we commemorate the International Women's Day, let us recognize the invaluable contributions of women in Ghana and beyond. As progress has been achieved, challenges such as gender-based violence, unequal economic opportunities, and limited leadership representation persist. We must accelerate efforts to ensure equal access to education, healthcare, and economic empowerment for all women and girls, strengthening policies to promote female leadership, and also, Mr. Speaker, strengthening policies to promote leadership, and also fostering inclusivity will drive sustainable development. Let us commit to making gender equality a reality, not an aspiration. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. Honorable Minister for Education, are you a lady? When the car said, yeah. Yes, Honorable Member for Kolikrote.
Thank you very much.
Yes, let's hear you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity to contribute to the statement made by our leader, Honorable Doyo. Today is International Women's Day, and I applaud every woman on the globe for this day. Mr. Speaker, it is not enough for us to always celebrate this day. I think as women, we should be able to champion certain policies that would help us achieve our purpose. Mr. Speaker, we may be happy today, we may be good, but the ordinary woman on the street out there is not happy. And if that ordinary woman on the street is not happy, then as women, we have no right to be happy. Because as women, we are representatives of all the women out there, and we need to be there for each other. It is difficult to know that a fellow woman on the street